welcome back to Pure Lottie. So today's video is another video using the Pur X Rawbeautykristi Palette. So I'm doing a neutral look today. So I hope you enjoy today's video. If you do, make sure you hit the thumbs up button down below. Don't forget to subscribe and change notifications to all so you don't miss any of my future videos. Alright, let's jump in. So I started off with my brows, so I just used my e.l.f. brow pencil and brow gel and just got them to where I wanted. Once I'd done that, I cleaned it up with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And for eye primer, I just went in with my MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. And I just set that with the shade My Whole Heart. So the first shade I went in with is called Moo Point, and I just focused that on my crease, and I did bring it up to my brow bone and just blended it out so it had the soft edges rather than harsh edges. I then went in with the shade You're Not My Real Dad, and I just focused that on the outer corners of my eyes and into the crease. Now don't forget, this is a pressed pigment palette, so the pigment is very, very strong. So if you pick up a very small amount, it will go a long way. So I just went in and blended it out with small amounts, and when I wanted more pigment, I went in with the tapping motion. I then jumped into the shade My Whole Heart, and I swapped out my brush for a circular brush here, and I placed that on the first 2/3 of my eyelids just so then I had a base colour under this shimmer shade. So I went into the shimmer shade Golden Ticket, and I did try placing that on directly onto my lids, but I found it wasn't foiled enough for my liking. So I went in with some setting spray and then wet my brush and then went back in with the same shade, and it gave me that beautiful foiled golden look. For my face, I went in with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and I focused that mainly on the inner of my face, so my T-zone and cheeks, and on the outer edges I just did a very small amount of the primer. I then went in with my favourite foundation, the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte Foundation. I used the shade Rose Vanilla 110 here, and I just built that up to the coverage that I wanted. I then went in with my Tarte Shape Tape in 12B Fair Beige, and I just popped that on any of my problem spots, and I also used that underneath my eyes just to get rid of the dark circles. I then set my whole face with the Nikia Joy Cosmetics Velvet Finishing Powder. I focused it mainly where I had the concealer, so underneath my eyes, but I do set my whole face due to my hot flushes. I just don't want any of my makeup going anywhere. I then brought some colour back to my face using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, focused that on my cheeks and on my forehead, and then I grabbed the Flower Beauty blush in Warm Hibiscus and blushed up my cheeks and nose. I then highlighted my brow bones using the shade Golden Ticket. And used the shade Moot Point and a small brush for my lower lash line. And for my inner corner highlight, I swapped over to the colourful side of the palette, and I went in first with the shade Lumos, which is the matte white, just so the shimmer shade would pop even more. So then I went in with the shade Cafe Disco over the top. I then used a white liner pencil on my waterline. It just made my eyes pop and look more open. And for the rest of my highlight, I went in with my Flower Beauty Strobing palette, and I just used the gold and bronzy shades out of this. And for lashes, I went in with my L'Oreal Paris Paradise Lash Primer and then with my black mascara waterproof. And for lips, I went in with the shade Blue Red from the Lip Sense collection. So I will link that video above on what I do with this. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. This is the finished look. If you did, make sure you hit the thumbs up button down below. And if you're new, don't forget to join the family. Press that subscribe button and change that notification bell to all so you don't miss any of my future videos. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. Bye!